Hello, hello everyone. Hello. I don't know if I'll become a singer one day, but probably not. Probably not. Okay, let's see if I'm ready. If all the technology is actually in place. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm ready. I think I am. Well. Yes. Guys, I need to remake this video intro for the channel. If any one of you wants to help and do a new intro, please. We need new screenshots from the new game, not from the old game. But anyway, hello. Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Thank you for joining. It's always nice to have some of you here. While I'm working on this crazy project. Yeah, this project is a bit crazy because it's something that should not exist, right? If you say, oh, I want to build an MMO in my spare time, right? It's something that should not exist. It's impossible. Yeah, but for some reason it does. Hello. So today I want to work on something a bit different. In reality, we have to do the quest, right, for the transports. But I was thinking that I can do the quest anytime, right? And I want to be sure if we are targeting the release for the next weekend that I'm putting into the client everything possible, right, that I need client side, because you know, releasing a new client, it actually takes quite some effort on my side, right? It's about I think 10 hours or so. I mean, it's mostly machine time, right? It's not a lot of my time, but it's machine time, so I have to, you know, let all the machines like the Linux, the Mac, the Windows do their work, and then we need to test it a bit. We need to ensure that everything works, you know, so it's quite some work. So this is why I'm not doing releases very often, right? Someone yesterday was saying, hey, if you push this update, I can test it tonight. But no, it's not working that way. To make a release is tough, right? Thank you, Andrew. Hello, Mike. Hey. Today is the last day for the 3D printing submission, right? I don't know if you have seen it, but on our Patreon we have, let me just check if I go here, if I can see it. On our Patreon and also on our Discord, we have a giveaway for a 3D printed miniature of your character, and yeah, let me do this and this. Yes. So the deadline is today. The deadline is today. So if you want to submit your request for a 3D printed Planeshift miniature, there are some prerequisites. You have to read the announcement here on Patreon or on Discord. And basically the only requirement is that you have 200 hours of gameplay, right, in our game. And then, so I received some submissions, not many, but I received some submission. I'm very surprised why some people didn't ask, right? Some of the more historical players and players that really play very often, they didn't submit it, so it's kind of weird. I think maybe they don't want me to work on something for them, right? They want maybe they want me to work on the game more than work on the giveaway. But anyway, we have 6-7 people that submitted the request, and so what I will do, maybe tomorrow we can do the extract. We can extract the winner, and the way I will do it, I will extract one winner, and I will work on the miniature, and then maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I don't know, depending on how much time it takes me, we will extract another winner, okay? So if you don't win the first time, you can win the second time or the third time or the fourth time. I don't know how many I will do, but I think potentially at least 3 probably I will do, right? So what I want to do today is that, as you know, we have the new dungeons, right? We have a new dungeon set that I can use to generate dungeons, and yeah, the new dungeon set that I can use to generate new dungeons. And the problem is the entrance to the dungeon, because I can generate the actual tunnels and caverns, right? But I miss, at least at the moment, the entrance. And so the idea is to generate few entrances. I mean, to create few entrances, maybe using the same modules that we have, right, for the dungeon, and then have the entrance as a droppable item. So it is something I have to think about, right? I have to think how I want to do it. At the moment, we have the portal, right? We have a portal that we can actually drop. I can show it to you, and the portal has some parameters that allows you to link it to a dungeon. So I have to think how to do it, but I think I have the portal here. Where is the portal? I think I had the portal. I don't know if I dropped it or whatever. But in theory, I had a magic portal here. If not, we can generate it again. I think it's called magic portal. There it is. Magic portal. So if I drop, I don't know where I am at the moment, but I think I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere, so it should be no problem. If I drop this item to the ground, boom, this is the portal, right? And yeah, unfortunately it is snowing. Let's see if it will clear out, but and on this portal you can actually set certain characteristics, right? In particular, you can say what is the script on toggle, and the script on toggle is the is the one that teleports you into the dungeon, right? Now, the only problem I see is that this one... the problem is the exit, right? The problem is the exit, because the entrance I think will be easy. Should I do, I'm thinking, you know, should I do a cave with should I do a cave entrance, right? Cave entrance with with a portal in the middle or what? I mean, my original idea was to not have the portal, right? Just to have a kind of a right click enter. But the problem is that our dungeon is organized. I mean, like if you are entering, let's say that this is the dungeon, right? I don't think I can do just the right click enter. Let's say that this is our dungeon, right? And and maybe here you have the final room, whatever, right? There's one final room there is one final room here, right? So let's say that this is the entrance. At the moment, what we are doing, we are generating a portal immediately at the start so that you can exit immediately. And we are generating one portal at the end in the final loot room, right? So assuming that here there is a chest, right, which is the final loot room, we are generating it here. Now, if I want to have it more in the form of, which is this guy at the end, right? If I want to generate it more in the form of a cave entrance, I mean, I can do it because I have the pieces now, right? I have some of the pieces. Now... wait. So I have these pieces, right? I have these pieces. So I can, for example, say that, so I can create an arch, you know, an arch with an entrance, and I can use the same material that we have here. Maybe a part of a cave. Now the only problem is that if we put it, so let's say that we want to put that object in an open field like that, right? So I think we need a... Oh wow, the snow is only there. So it's just above me. I think we have few different needs. So one is an entrance that is actually sitting on the ground. And one is an entrance that is attached to a wall. Right now, obviously it really depends on how steep is that wall. Like for example here is like a 45 degrees angle, right? And if it's not flat in front of it, would be a bit harder to make the piece actually work as expected. Yeah, but I think we can do a proximity, because at the end, you know, the portal is just a proximity trigger. So this portal, right? This portal is just a proximity trigger. So if you walk into it, it will trigger. Now, I don't know why it's not happening again. It seems that it's happening only once. That is a bit weird, actually. But fine. Maybe there is a do one somewhere. That is very strange, huh? Hello. Hey, you a jet. Hey, thank you for the resub. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the resub. By the way, the 3D printed giveaway applies also to developers. Huh? If you are a So Wadjet, if you want to submit your name for the giveaway, you may be eligible as well. Definitely you have 200 hours of gameplay, but depends if you want to give it more to players or you want one for you. I can do it. Thank you for the sub. And by the way, I remember everyone that if you have a Prime, right? If you have Prime with Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to this channel for free, right? That sounds great, but I was thinking a player might be better winner for that. Yeah, I think the same. I agree. I'm thinking, yeah, but anyway. I'm available. The deadline is today. And I think what I will do, I will extract one winner, and then after a few weeks, I will extract another one, right? Still on the initial list. So that everyone gets a chance, and maybe I will extract 3 total. I don't know. I will see how long it takes me. But anyway, what I'm thinking is, where is this overlap? I think that this object, which is this collision box, right? I think this overlap is actually managed. Yeah, interactable proximity. I think this one is actually managed in C++. Here it is. just a bit strange because it's saying request toggle. So in theory it should happen all the time, right? Why is not? The magic portal is not active. Nothing happens when you walk in, right? I think that is actually in the script. Yeah, that is in the script for sure. It's just strange that it happens only once, right? We may test this because it seems strange that it's happening only once. I think it's very, very weird. If I do this... Or is because there is no collision? That's a bit weird, actually. Ah, you have the crane icon. Yeah. I mean, we can test it again on our machine, but basically I think that what we can do, we can have a similar object, right? We can have a similar object, but made of cavern pieces. And I think I want to do 3 pieces. One when is ground only, like a flat ground. One when is on a slope, and one when is a kind of a vertical wall, right? And I think we can do it... I think we can do it from this set. I don't know if I want to take... I don't think it should be super big, right? I think it can be also slightly small, but we can start from, yeah, we can start from this, I think. We can start from this. Let me duplicate this. And we will call it... Cave 05 entrance 1, and maybe we will create a new collection that we will call Cave 05 entrances, right? And we can move this one here. Okay, so and we will retexture it a bit, right? But the idea is to have I mean, I don't think it should be like this, because like this is too fake, right? It's too fake. Like this is too fake. Yeah, I agree. Can we have it? I'm trying to see if I can reuse anything, right? So that I don't want to go and model stuff if we already have some pieces. I mean, we can also take a corridor, and yeah, I think we will have to take a corridor. I'm trying to understand what is the easiest to start from, right? What is the easiest to start from? For example, you know, something like this is not too bad because it's already a bit of an entrance, right? The easiest I've seen so far is the yeah, this seems to be the easiest to start from. This seems to be the easiest. Okay. Now. Yeah, now obviously this guy is... And we have a problem, not that all this is not needed. Anyway, guys, hello, thank you for joining. So do we need a wall on the... Yeah, I think we do. So like we can take this and move it. I mean, I'm trying to do it quick, but in reality, I think we will have to rework this quite a bit. But let's just try and see what happens. Let's just try and see what happens. Yeah, but I think an entrance. So imagine that this is the entrance, right? So this is the ground, right? That is the ground. And now the problem will be to understand if the ground needs to be like this with rocks, or the ground should just go down without rocks. I think with rocks is not too bad. I mean, this means that we can cut off, you know, all of this, and these rocks will go into the ground somehow, right? Which I think is what we need. Okay. Jeez, the back-facing selection. Oh, it's already selected, but just that we don't see it, but it's already back-facing selected. There's only one side. Yeah, it's one side, but I think it's fine. There is one side. I mean, we will have to, you know, modify it slightly and make it less, you know, but it's fine. At the moment, we don't really care about that. We care more about the volumes, right, and ensure that we get decent, decent volume. Now, obviously, the back will be very dark, right? So potentially you will not even see much beyond a certain point, right? So like we can have like this as the cutoff, maybe. I find this back-facing selection extremely annoying, but there is probably a better way. Pretty sure there is. Yeah, but the idea could be that we just join this, right? We just join it. Even if it's a bit brutal, we join it anyway. Wait. I'm doing something a bit brutal, but just to get to a point where our structure is somehow closed, right? This is what I'm trying to do. Bam bam bam. How is going? How is your day going, guys? Is your day going okay? What are you doing? What are you playing? What are you building? What are you making? Anything? I know at the moment I'm doing something a bit brutal, but is what I want to start to create a kind of a shape, right? Kind of a shape that is actually closed. That obviously we will have to adapt. So we will not use any of that part, right? We will just use this part. So we will just use this part. Now here is going down a bit too much, so probably we have to somehow take this and move it up. All right. And I think we have to take this and move it down because the entrance should not be huge, right? The entrance should be relatively small. I think a character is roughly this tall, right? If I take, yeah, from here to here, I think it's pretty much a character. So, and I want to keep it small. Okay. Okay, let's try to destroy everything else because anyway, we don't need it, right? Let's try to destroy everything else, and if we have to rebuild it, we will rebuild it. But it's just to start to have a resemblance of what we need. I think these rocks, you know, we can probably even move above. So make them part of the scenery. I don't know. Are they identical? Yeah. I think they're identical. I mean, we can scale one, but... Question is, do we need this block or not? Nah, I don't think so. How do you give a sense that is an entrance, right? It is what I don't really know, right? How do you give a sense that is an entrance? Because you can make the bottom part quite dark, right? But obviously, if you go with a torch, you will see the wall, right? Do we make like an invisible wall? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we can do this. You can have, let me think about it. Yeah, that could be a good idea. So I already changed my mind then. So if we open it, right? If we open it, and so you see that this thing is kind of continuing on that direction, but you cannot go through, right? You cannot go through. Then it looks like it's an open thingy, right? Maybe we can do it that way. Right. Nah. Right? I don't know. So it looks like there is a passageway, but you cannot go through, and we will create an invisible wall, so you cannot actually go through it. I think that may work. Huh? So I'm just going to reattach. That's a bit annoying, but. Dun da da dun da da dum. Para pam 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 para pam 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 para pam. Di 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 di. Para pam para pam. We have no other vertexes here. We don't. Yeah, so the idea is to simulate, right, an entrance, which at the end brings nowhere, but it looks like it's bringing somewhere. It looks like it's going somewhere. Is going somewhere. It's probably better English, but anyway. Yeah. And where it's going, you will never see it because it's actually going there. So behind the scenes. Right. Maybe here I exaggerated with the... So it just goes somehow inside. Yeah, like that. Exactly. Why this thing is upside down? It's very weird. Bro, I cannot stand this back-facing shit anymore. Can we delete it? We don't need this, right? No, we don't need it. We don't need it. Let me delete it. Because it's just making my modeling harder, right? For nothing. Just making my life way harder for nothing. Hello, Hula. Oh, wow. You subscribed for 9 months? Very nice. You subscribed for 9 months? Thank you, Hula. I think you... I mean, are you still clicking on the one that they gifted you, or are you really resubscribing? I don't understand that. What is going on? Are you really resubscribing or no? Okay, I think something like this, right? So that it looks like it goes to the left. It looks like it goes to the left. And right? I don't know what is this though. Thank you, anonymous viewer, again. Another anonymous viewer gifted you a sub. Oh, that's nice, you know. Someone really likes you somehow. It's not me. Even if I like you, it's not me. It's not me giving you a sub. It's not me, it's not me. I could, but it's not me. Now, a problem we have is that we need this to be... We need this to be... Or not. I mean, yes and no. I'm trying to understand what I want to do here. Not really convinced of what I want to do. I think that is the idea, right? That you have like a corridor, right? Rotating to the left, but you will never see the ending, right? You will never see the ending because you will be blocked before this. Right? Yeah, you cannot see the end because you will be blocked probably here. And here you will already teleport yourself, right? To the, I mean, the teleport will kick in. The proximity will kick in. Now we just need to be sure that this is somehow closed, right? Because what the? Nah, we don't need all of that. We need this to be closed. And we need wow. So this part in theory we don't really need because it is invisible, right? Or not? Wait. Yes, it is invisible because this is all above. May refine it a bit, but this is all about. This is all in places where we don't see, right? So the only thing that we need this, and so this will be like the entrance, right? So you look at it this way. Now the problem is the back. The back. Yes, because this thing needs to be connected. I don't know if I'm just making my life harder or what, but it's very possible. This is not connected to that, really? These are two different pieces. These are two different pieces. Ah, shit. Okay. Well. These are all separate pieces. Bara bara bam. Bara bara bam bam bam. StarCraft music always the best. StarCraft music is fantastic. Yeah, this connection between these things is not. It's not very easy. By the way, guys, today I have to go a bit earlier, okay? Not very early, I mean, because I have a dinner with some old friend of mine. And I would like, so I have to be there at 7:30. I don't know why they booked it so early, by the way, but fine. Well, we could have booked like 8, but it's fine. And it doesn't take me much to go there. Let me check. It takes me probably, I believe before I have just push a button, no money involved. Sorry, I have an Amazon Prime. Don't worry, Ulla. You are more than welcome to just be a viewer. Absolutely. Don't worry at all. Just by being present, you already do a lot. So it's perfectly fine. Just by being here, right, in the stream and chatting sometimes, you are already helping. Definitely. I mean, I will have to change all of this, but what I'm trying to do is basically to say that this connects, right? I don't understand why the upper part is actually another piece. That's very weird. But it is what it is, so we will live with that. We have to open it, and we have to connect some these pieces, right? These pieces to these pieces. I think there will be quite some editing now, but I don't know if it's easier to just remodel it, right, instead of going crazy like I am now. Because I am going a bit crazy with this, I have to say, right? And I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it, but fine. So what I'm trying to do, I'm basically trying to connect these two pieces, right? And make it one thing. I mean, we will have to do something like this, right, just to make it more reasonable, but I don't know. I think it was probably easier if I just redo it, but fine. Now, yeah. Now, in theory, what we want now, we want to connect this part of the model, right? This part of the model to the ceiling, so that is one piece only, right? Now, can we do it? Looks like the answer is no. I mean, we can create some faces here, but it is still broken. Right. I mean, this will have to open up, right? This will have to open up and connect. I don't know to what. I have to connect to this thing. Yeah, maybe. These two pieces are not connected at all. By I need to create a face. Right? That does this. Correct? And then I have to continue. The problem is that these two vertices are not matching. Because that top thingy. Ah, this thing will be fun, my guys. This thing will be fun. I mean, I can do that, right? But it's not really what we want. So we need somehow to connect these two parts together now. Okay, somehow we connected it now. Is it nice? Probably not, but it is connected, yes. Pam pam para pa pam. It is connected, yes. We will retexture all of this, right? So just at the moment, I'm just trying to create the envelope that is actually allowing us to do what we want to do, but I'm just creating the envelope for it, right? It is what I'm doing. And we have a million faces that we don't need because this is not... But we will sort that out slowly and surely. We can even leave them, right? Some of these faces we can even leave. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal, my boys, not a big deal. Not at all. Oh wow. Is it disconnected? Probably. But anyway, this item, right, will be dropped to form an entrance to our dungeons, right? This is what I'm trying to do, so that we have a piece that we can, the game master can just drop and say, here is a dungeon. Do you need to come with something to your friend dinner? Sushi, pizza, asti spumante? I will carry a gift, yes. I will carry a gift, even if we go to a restaurant, but we carry a gift because he's a friend that I don't see since 20 years, probably. And so it's a bit of a reunion, you know, like oh my god. How much time it passed, you know? Things like that. Oh, you didn't change at all. You are exactly like you were 20 years ago, you know? This kind of things. Oh, you look younger than 20 years ago. Well, maybe that, no, but... Oh, you look younger. No, younger, no. No. Younger, probably impossible. But anyway, you know. Okay, so my problem now is that if this part is somehow connected, right? And I think it's kind of fine. What do we do with the outside? Because the outside is a mess. What a mess. The outside is really a mess. No. What a mess. Bro, can you please split this part so that it's not a mess? Yeah, because that's connected. No. No. You know what? I'm gonna delete it. And GG. Deleted. You have been deleted. Ah, yes, guys. Ah, yes. So we have to open up all this part, right? Is what we need to do. Can we open it? If you are confused of what I'm doing, right? Let me tell you that I'm confused myself as well, so don't worry. It's the two of us being confused. Don't worry. I am confused as well. But I think I know where I'm going. I'm just trying to basically split all this part into another. And I really don't understand why. Because this part is this side and that side. Okay, but they are not touching, right? So why is so annoying? They are not touching. No, they are not. So why it breaks my balls? These are really not touching. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Asti spumante. Where did you get that? Asti spumante. Asti is very close to my home. I mean, relatively close, but yeah, kind of close actually. It is. Here we have a problem anyway. Here we have a problem. I don't know exactly why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, but I think I'm making my life a bit harder than what it should be. Just trying to adapt to an existing structure, which you know is not really meant to be. But yeah. Yeah, I'm trying somehow to adapt to this existing structure. I'm trying. I'm trying. To adapt somehow. Tinder is becoming a mess. Tinder is becoming a mess. I'm just trying to connect the pieces, but it's not really coming out as we want it, I think. I'm trying to basically make this wrap around, right? Because we need a full wrap around. Which you may say, what the hell? Yes, we need a full wrap around. So we need to ripperoni everything. We need to ripperoni everything. So like all of this needs to go to GG. All of this needs to be deleted. Because none of that we're gonna use. Can I just delete everything here? Yes. Okay, now it's slightly better, but the problem is that this part, right, of our, or we ignore it completely or we rebuild it completely. I don't know, maybe we rebuild it completely. Because we need anyway this to go exactly the opposite of what it is now, right? So we need this, right? We need this to go exactly the opposite. But significantly the opposite, right? Like everything the opposite. Oh wow, it's a bit too much. Like the complete opposite, you know? Bam, 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 bam. It's always hard to make new things, but I think it's fun. You know, when you create something completely new and you are like, how the hell I'm gonna do this, right? That is the moment where you are like really kind of learning new things, or so it's a good moment, right? And now is one of those moments where I'm like, what the hell I'm doing? But I think slowly but surely I'm gonna do this. I think slowly but surely. We are going to make what we want to make. As we always did, right? As we always did. We never failed, we just being slow, right? Sometimes, because due to other stuff that I have to do, but in terms of doing what we want to do, I mean, usually we manage to do it. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Exactly. Ripperoni. No, I'm bringing some chocolate stuff. You know, chocolate is always appreciated in any case, right? While other food, you know, depends. There are a lot of open questions on other food, but if you go with chocolate, chocolate is always yes. Chocolate is the solution to any gift. I mean, any small gift, obviously. If you want to do a big gift, you cannot give chocolate, right? But any, I mean, small gifts, yeah. Small gifts for sure. Like a present, right? Like, oh, take this. It's for you, right? It's always nice. Okay, the problem I have is how big this thing will be, right? Because now you start to see it a bit, right? Now you start to see it or no? You don't see it, huh? You don't see it yet? You should be able to see it now. You should be able to see it now. So basically, this is the entrance, right? To our thing. This is the entrance to our cave, right? And okay, I will retexture it a bit and change few things, but this is the entrance. So you walk now. Here will be below ground, right? Here will be below ground. So you will just see this, and I don't know if we need these things to be up there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, so you will just see this entrance, but obviously all of this needs to be closed, right? From the back. I mean, from the, yeah. From this direction. And the question is how big we want this to be. I mean, in theory, the minimum needed. We don't want this thing to be super big, right? Because otherwise it will occupy too much space. But we want this to be so at which time? Now it's 5. I have to calculate the time. I don't want to arrive late at the appointment. That would be not very nice. Yes, I bring the chocolate, but Italian chocolate. Yeah, absolutely. My city is very famous for chocolate. My city is famous for chocolate, so we have different brands, and I think it's too big though. I have the feeling that this thing, mainly this thing on the right, all of this is too big, right? It's really, it should not be this way. It should not. I mean, it's insanely big. Can I just bend it somehow? Yeah, I know I'm doing damages, but it's fine. At this point, we're just working with the bit of the layouts, right? So we are just trying to find a decent split. And we will have to subdivide, but we will do it. We will do it. Okay, now at least this part is slightly better. Now the texture obviously is completely off, but don't care about that. We will find a way. at the moment we have some crazy, crazy polygons. You may say, if you design it from scratch, it was easier. Maybe yes. Probably. It is very possible. Okay, it's taking shape, huh? He's slowly taking shape. I think he's getting better and better. I think he's getting better and better. I think it's getting better and better. Now here we have a bit of a weird, but it's okay. We can then create few variations, right? I mean, having one is already a good point. Obviously, if we can make more than one, that would be better, but... so the more we have, the more variations we have in game, right? So if we can make 2 or 3 or 4, that would be nicer, so they don't look always identical, but... The point is that we have to close it completely, right? We have to close it completely. Meaning... meaning all this needs to become... right? I don't know, something like that. We have to close it completely, yes. Because that will go against an existing wall. Right. Let me save because I'm not saving since hours and I mean, I don't know why it looks all skewed to the left, to the right, but it's fine. I think we can fix that somehow. I don't know why. Bah. I mean, we don't want to make it exactly straight, right? But at the same time, if it's like looking like it's falling like the Pisa Tower, probably is not the best. I mean, it still looks a bit going to the right. I don't know. But fine. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. Slowly but surely. Now we need to connect what? This piece? No. This piece. Maybe without this. And then yeah. Italian chocolate, yes, Italian chocolate. We have 3 or 4 good companies for that. Good brands, yeah, good brands for that. So we have some good brands. Some very historical, you know, that are making chocolate since 100 years. I think this one that I bought made the anniversary of 110 years. So it was 1915 where they were born. You know, so it's very traditional. Now I think we have to go. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, there is something strange. What the? What? Uh-oh. I mean, it may be that these are separate pieces. No, probably not. They are not separate pieces, just that they are in the wrong position. I don't understand. What is going on here? Huh? Uh-oh. We broke it. It start to make more sense now. Yes, it does. Now, in terms of vertical sides, again, if we can try to make it, you know, Slightly shorter, I think will be better, so we don't occupy like a million space in the game. Why this vertex seems to be part of another model? Why? I don't know why this thing is so freaking high. All this part seems to be super high to me. But okay, I think up to there is fine. And also this thing is really cut off badly, right? Whatever. Okay, so it is starting to become something, at least shape-wise. Now there are a lot of problems like here, right? There are a lot of issues here because there is really too much straight, right? So we will have to cut off a lot of these pieces for sure and try to make it look more reasonable. Right. But we can change it also later. This thing is still too blocky. Trying to smooth these corners. Bara bara bam bam bam. I remember a time where chocolate 3D model printer was a thing. Oh, really? Sounds like a good idea. Did they continue with that or did they stop it? I mean, printing chocolate sounds fantastic. That sounds very, 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 very nice. Yeah, we may decide to smooth some of these corners because they are very heavy, right? There are very strong edges that look kind of bad, but fine. Okay, so apart from the texturing, which is obviously crazy, and we will fix it, whatever. Okay. So this will be our entrance, right? Our entrance. And the trigger will be here, so you will not be able to see where that wall is going, right? Which is the main idea. Now. Pa-bam, bam. Pa-bam, pa-bam, pa-bam. Tom, ta-tom, ta-ta-tom, tom, tom. Tom, tom, to-to-tom, tom, tom. I mean, here we also have some very hard lines. That we have somehow to mitigate, right? Some very hard lines. That we will mitigate somehow. By we can do it also a bit later. You don't have to do everything now, but definitely this is looking better and better. Is improving as we go. Yup. Okay. Yeah, let's see what to do there. Now. Just trying to avoid deleting stuff that then I have to add back, right? Because that would not be nice. Okay. Now, now this wall part, right, should be the same. And the problem is that here we have a bit of a weird situation. I think I'm going to delete all of this and just remake it because it's just wrong. Huh? All this is just completely wrong. I mean, all this piece is completely wrong, right? It is. What is this, by the way? Right? Are these just huh? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Are these just edges? I think I messed up. I deleted I deleted something wrongly. Okay. Yeah, I deleted only the faces and not the edges. Lol. Huh? Yeah, I think we deleted something wrong. Okay, it's getting better and better. Let me just check when I have to... Why is deleting face only? Who asked you that? That's 5. Okay, let me just do a countdown from the back. So let me check where I have to go. Where I have to go tonight. Okay, I have to go here. Which is kind of close. Let me see. From my home to there is 12 minutes. Now parking we need to see. Parking we need to see. Nah, but I think here I will be able to park somehow. Well, it is Saturday, right? Saturday may not be that easy. But so 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Yeah, I think about 6:15 because I still have to do some stuff, right? Before. Yeah, around 6:15. I think we still have 1 hour. Maybe we can finish this. I don't know. Can we finish this in 1 hour? Can we finish this? Maybe. There is a lot of bottom geometry here that we are not even really using. Well, kind of we are. I can make it smaller later on. For now, let's just do it this way. So I guess the hard part is this part, right? Because this part is not properly connected, which is annoying. Right. So I basically have to connect this piece with that piece. This is what I have to do. Maybe. And you know, if he remains a bit crazy, I mean, it's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. I just want this to be connected somehow. I just want this to be connected so that then we can yeah, we can go down there and we can take all of this and make it a new wall. I don't understand where this wall is coming from. Ah, that wall is that wall. Well, Jesus. This thing is made of different pieces and it's annoying. It's definitely annoying. Please. Select that. No, it's not selecting it. Probably because it's back facing somehow. Please. Okay. Delete it. Done. Easy. So from here down, so my idea is that from here down, right? From here, well, yeah, from here down. That face is not connected. I mean, it must be. Oh, it's not connected. Now it is. Yeah, so from here down, we can we have a connection point, please? Thank you. Don't know why I'm coughing. Give me a second, I will be back, okay? Give me 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes, okay? No, I'm not eating dinner. Nah. 1 second. Hey, sorry. It took more than I was thinking. It took a bit more than I was thinking, guys, but I'm here. I am here. Okay. So took a bit more. Yeah, about 6:15 or something like that. I will have to stop the stream, and but we can continue tomorrow. We can easily continue tomorrow. Oh, there is some mess again, but I think we can even leave it like that. I don't know. Let's leave it like that for now. What is this? Oh, I remember this music. Is what is the name? Shapes. Yes, is it's a very nice puzzle game. I like it. Shapes. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Ba ba ba. Da da da. Do 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 do. Yeah, then we will leave it. There is stuff that we can just leave. Who cares? It's okay. I mean, it's not. Now here we have a bit of a mess though. Here we have a bit of a mess. I think it would be nice if we could merge, right? If we could merge these vertices somehow. Like this too. Yep. Exactly. Exactly, my boys. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello. I know you are there, lurking in the shadows. If you have any questions on the game, any questions on what I'm doing, please just ask. Don't be shy. If you want to tell me like what games you're playing lately, or if you're using a real engine, what you're using it for, or stuff like that, please do. Please do. What we are doing here, in case you just joined, I'm trying to create an entrance for our generated dungeons. So we have dungeons that we can generate from reusable or modular pieces, right? And or modular rooms, let's call it. Which I think is at the end is really the best way to do it, right? Is the best way to do it. So I looked at different techniques, right, to generate procedural stuff, and at the end, the one that really stick with me and works for me, at least for me, is pre-made, pre-made rooms, pre-made pieces that you just randomize. You randomize the position, you randomize the connections with the other pieces. And yeah, it works actually pretty well. I think it works much better than just having a full randomization, like you are randomizing like the walls or things like that. I think that idea is a good idea in theory, but in practice, I think unless your generator is super smart, right, it tends to generate pretty bad geometry. So do 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 do. Yeah, we have a bit of a mess here in the connection between these two. I know. I know. Is this any better or is still a mess? I think it's still a bit of a mess. Like this, it should be closed, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Nah, probably not, because there is still that vertex, which is like weird. I don't think if I can delete it, because there is this part here that is still visible. So, but anyway, let's try to move on. Let's try to move on, my boys! Ouch. Now we will remodel it a bit, but just as a... as a first cut, I think that's enough. Yeah, so we will have to close basically, right? This with that. Oops, this with, yeah. Now maybe like this is a bit too annoying. Do you think it would be easier to just make a freaking cube, subdivide it a million times, and probably, huh? Anyway, we are here now, so at this point we just continue. We're nearly done, by the way. Oh wow. No, that's too much. That's definitely too much. I don't know if we need the back, right? The back, but you know, since we are here, let's do it. Let's do the back anyway, right? Let's do the back anyway. So that we have it completely closed. So whatever is the terrain that we will use it with, right? We'll use it on. It will still be decent, right? Will still be kind of fine. Yeah, unfortunately we have a bit of a probleminos. We have a bit of a probleminos. What the hell is going on in this life? You're very quiet, boys, huh? You're very quiet. What are you doing, huh? What are you thinking? Why you are so quiet? Why you are so quiet? Why? Why? Okay. So we have a bit of a structure here. It is very rough, yes, sometimes. I mean, certain places definitely need a bit more love. For sure. For sure, but we have what we wanted to have. So we have a kind of a giant thingy. And a kind of a giant thingy. Now we need this thing not to come out because yeah. I don't know if I can make more variations though, but we'll have to think about it, right? Maybe we want to have variations of this. Maybe. But I think the main idea is that we don't want to have anything if he's behind that, it's fine, because we don't see it. Yeah, and here we will have to randomize a bit, right? Maybe we can just sculpt it, I don't know. Maybe we can just sculpt it, but the idea would be that we make it less even, right? Way less even. Because at the moment it's all the same, and obviously it looks weird. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, I think it's big. It's very, very big. So maybe it's too much. I don't know. We will see. But maybe it's too much. Yeah, could be. I'm just trying to clean up. Maybe it's too big. I don't know. Now this one I think we see inside, right? So yeah, this one we cannot really delete this way, right? We have to. I mean, if you want to delete, we have to delete only. Wait, the easiest is that I do this and then I. Yeah. Now still somehow. Yeah. Still somehow there. Okay. Adding the pieces, not a big deal. Okay. Well, no. What happened? The single pixel, my boys. The single pixel. Okay. Okay, so we have this thing. Now. Uh-oh. Didn't realize this. Yep, we have... Because this is what? This is that. Okay. Well, we can actually delete it completely until... Oh, wow. It is a monster. We don't need any of this. I mean, like, all this, we don't really need. Right? We said 6:15, huh? 6:15, I have to go. $6:15. Right. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, perfect. So we also removed that. Okay, nice. Okay, I think geometry-wise, we are pretty much in good shape. Geometry-wise, we are pretty much in good shape. Now, obviously the back doesn't make a lot of sense considering that you have this entrance, right? But I'm putting it there so that we can have, right, any kind of... Now we need to texture this monster. To texture this monster, we definitely need... to... We definitely need to seam it somewhere, right? So we have to decide where to seam it, but I would say that we will do something like this, or like this. I think we will cut it off this way. Yeah, this back is very brutal. This back is super brutal, so we will have to ease it a bit. But I don't think this will ever be seen, right, by anyone. So I think this is just kind of a safe option, but it's not going to be used. Okay. So I think that our seam can go down here and can go down here. Probably. Now, here will be harder to seam it because but we have to, right? We have to, so we cannot keep it as one chunk. So we will have somehow probably inside of this. Yeah. I mean, somehow vertically here we need to. Okay. So that piece will be like that. Ah, it's already separate though. Well, if it's already separate, maybe it's less than. No? Anyway, we can seam it there. It's not an issue. Sorry, why this material is different than why? Rock 02B soil mix. I don't think so. No, because the problem is that if we try to and by the way, I think here we have some significant stuff that we don't need, but fine. So here we have some significant geometry which is completely below, right, and is not used. And we can maybe cut it off if we do something like this. Maybe. I think that this is not really needed. Can do this, and then we can do this, and hopefully, yeah. Okay, let me see if nothing of that is visible. Wait, now I have, okay. Let me see if nothing of that is feasible. I think the answer would be no, but just to be sure, yeah, exactly, nothing of that is feasible, so we can delete that easily. Okay. So we just simplify a bit our model because we only want to show the pieces that, okay. Okay, now, yeah, I think that this in one chunk would not really work, but let's try. Yeah, obviously. This in one chunk doesn't work. It doesn't work because no. Shit. Trying to understand why it's not cutting this off here. Which is strange. Yeah, this is not super easy, boys. This is not super easy, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Could have been easier, but it's not. Can you remind me 6:15, please? Which, by the way, is in a few minutes from now, so, but. Right. Now, what I'm thinking is, should we, I mean, I need a vertical line, right? I need a vertical line which is encompassing this thing. I need a vertical seam that goes through, but I don't understand what I'm looking at because like this piece seems to be another, right? Another block. I don't know. If I do this, what happens? Now you see they are not connected. The problem is that they are not connected. Because I did a bit of a mess with the connections, and so now let me try this. Let me try to go up. Let's try to go up. And reach the top, right? So if I do, it's still open, it's still open, it's still open. It's still open, it's still open. It's still open somehow, it's probably this part, I don't know. No, it's still broken, it's not correct, it's not correct. Because this part is still all one piece. Even if somehow I've split this side. There are still some connected lines, and and the reason, for example, is here, right? That this vertex doesn't match with this vertex, and so the geometry becomes two things, right? Maybe we can try to do this and see if that helps. No, still broken. Still broken, holy moly. What is this? Huh? Nah. Hey, there is more to do, boys. There is more to do. There is more to do to bring this to a reasonable... because these these are two pieces, and the fact that they are two pieces now is taking a toll on us. It's taking a toll on us. We don't want this to be two pieces. We want this to be one piece only. One single line. No, but it doesn't work. Even if I do this, I think what I did is good, but it's not good enough. Because this is still open, you see? This is still open. This is still open. This is still open. It is still open. In theory, when I select seams on this side, I should get only this piece of a column, right? Well, no, I should get... okay, let me try now. It's slightly better, but still broken. By the way, Dreamcrasher41, thank you for the follow. For some reason, I didn't see the pop-up, right? It didn't pop up. I think we still have a significant mess here. I think we still have significant wrong vertices and duplicated vertices. No, don't do that. Yeah, you see that we have a lot of duplicated faces here. Yup. Some of these vertices are not matching. There are a lot of duplicated faces. Like this thing, what is it? Just a missing edge? It's pretty much the same. I mean, it's improving, for sure. but it's still not one piece, right? Also because here but you know what we can do, let's do this. If we decide, right, that the top, which by the way the moment is a bit open, so we should close it. Yeah, we have to close this, huh? I don't know exactly what is going on here. Because that goes down, but okay, fine. Yeah, there is still a bit of work to do to make it correct, but we are definitely getting closer to what we want. Definitely. Okay, I think like this no one will really notice that is open. Well, I can still do this if we want, so it's not open anymore. Okay, nice. So what I was thinking, if we split, I mean, I can seam this thing vertically here, right? But this is a bit of a pity because this is the most visible part of the model. So I would prefer to have the seam somewhere else and not really here. Now, like, you know, like this, right? So I could seam it like that, but I think it will be super visible. But I agree that somehow this thing needs to be split, right? No, I did subdivide. No, not subdivide, please. Yeah, you see now this piece is separate and now this piece is separate. So now when they map, right? They will map correctly, and I understand that, but it will probably be I mean, it is kind of better, but still yeah, but it is definitely better. So if I do this, okay, well, it's not too bad actually. Well, it's not too bad. It's actually not too bad, my boys. It's 10:15. Yeah, I have to go. Thank you, Fanner. Thank you. In my time zone. Yeah, I have to go. 15 minutes after the hour. Yeah, I have to go. Okay, guys, I think we basically did it. Right, so this will be the entrance to our cave. So you will walk. This will be the ground level, right? This will be the ground level. And this will be, so this means that if we look at it from, I don't know, this view, yeah. From this view, this whole thing will go down a lot, right? Like here. So this will be the ground level probably. And I don't know why it's so offset, but fine. Okay, this is kind of in the middle now. Okay. Yeah, so So this will be our ground level, and you will enter, you will see this cave. So you will see this cave entrance, and obviously probably we will put a torch or something, right? We'll put a torch or a light so that you can see it better. And you will be able to enter in this cave, go until here. And then as soon as you reach this point, so that you cannot see behind the wall, right? You cannot see behind the wall. You will be teleported into the dungeon. So that's the idea. That is the idea. Okay. With that, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow around tonight. I don't think so, but tomorrow around 4 p.m. European time, and we will continue this. And we are starting to target. The release for next weekend, okay, if everything goes well. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and also remember that our game can be downloaded and played right now because it's available for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Here are all our socials, so yeah, come to our socials, say hello, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye bye. Have a good evening.